Who do I look up to? I look up to a lot of people, actually. I always talk about my mom and credit her a lot because, especially now that I'm 28 years old, I think as you get a little bit older, you really appreciate, you know, what your parents did. As you get a little bit older, you really see that. And my mom raised me on her own, and it was really hard. And I think now that I have things a certain way, I think, man, like, I don't even know if I could do that the way that she did it. And I'm really proud of who I am and the kind of attitude I have, and I know that I can give that back to her. And that's, you know, that's really cool. So I definitely look up to her, and she has that like old school grit, which is just like, it's hard to find these days. She wants to work hard and wants to do well, and she taught me those things as well. And there's no one else to give credit to other than her. Around me now, it's pretty much everyone. I look to anyone who is trying really hard. You could be absolutely terrible at anything, and I really look up to people who are just giving it a really, like, a good go, like just trying really hard in whatever it is they're doing, without the, you know, worry of whether they're doing a good job at it. And I think that's huge. Actually, now that I'm married to Maddie, like, Maddie's a big one that I look at, his attitude as well, sort of like on a much closer level. He's like, kind of just no bullshit. He doesn't make a big deal. Something happens, it is never ever the end of the world. I could feel like I want to blow up and like, oh gosh, it's really stressful. And he's just like, it's all good. Like, we'll just do this. And he's like all about that like action plan. And I love that. His whole family's like that. And so I just gravitate towards them and I look up to them. I look up to his parents and how they act in life and how hard they work. And that's sort of like a huge focus for me, and a huge influence on me rather at this point in my life.
Like, I always kind of like talk about like my story, you know, I'm like, well, maybe that's just not how my story is meant to go. I'm like, I'm going to try and write my story as best I can, and then there's certain things that I can't, and eventually I'm going to know, like, there's a reason why, you know. Like I say, maybe I'll never win the games, right, but I'll try really hard, I'll learn heaps of lessons, and then maybe I'm going to have a kid and they're going to be super talented and awesome, and then I'm going to teach them everything I know and they're going to be the best in the world or something. Like, maybe it wasn't meant for me.
Yeah.
You know, maybe I'm part of like something different, and that's cool too. Like, you just have to, I think, be open to other possibilities, and it doesn't take away from everything you do. Like, if you just like kind of slightly fall short of one goal.
No, being second best in the world at anything is not like, oh, I failed in some way. It's like,
oh man, like people are like, oh, you just missed out. I'm like, what? I'm like, I got way more out of it than I thought I was going to. Like, you know, that I talked about it in the behind the scenes, and I got interviewed, and I was like, on that Sunday, you know, like I woke up and I was like, I was crying. That's when they asked Maddie, they're like, oh, what's wrong with her? He's like, oh, she's just happy. I was like, I just had this weird like moment where I was like, man, I've done some really cool stuff. I've learned some stuff I didn't expect to learn, and I opened myself up to just like ride the wave and take it as it came, and got so much out of it that I all of a sudden realized that winning wasn't everything. I'm like, man, imagine how many people wish that they could feel like that. I'm like, that's pretty cool that like I don't feel like I have to win. Like, I feel like I've won in so many other ways, and that's like legit. And I was like so stoked that I could even get to that like mental space. I don't put any work emails on here because it's just athlete stuff. So I'm doing like 2x100 kick with fins, 4x75 pull, so no legs, 6x100 swim with no fins with 30-second rest, and a sprint the last, oh no breathing. That stresses me out.
you're not going to breathe the whole time?
So like, some days I'm really good at it and some days I'm bad at it, but I have one single fear in this world. I don't know if I've actually told my coach this or not, but I used to get pinned under the water as a kid. I swam, and these boys used to like hold me under the water, and I panic. So I've had to learn to like anytime underwater, I just panic. So I've got to like practice anyway.
You
I know.
Like, the statues on TV, I'm like, what are you talking about?
Such a dope video.
Man, like, life after competition, I'm looking forward to it. I think the one thing that competition has taught me is how to appreciate normal life. Competition is amazing, I would never change, and I love it so, so much, but there are a lot of sacrifices along the way, and it has definitely taught me to be grateful for the little things. Being able to go out, you know, being able to go to dinner with your family and be out late, and it's no big deal. You know, eat what everyone else is eating or not eat, and it's no big deal. Like, I have to be so calculated all the time. So I really look forward to giving back to the people that have sacrificed a lot for me, a lot of time and a lot of just little things for me, and being able to spend more time with them. I spend a lot of time feeling really guilty that I don't feel like I do enough for them compared to what they're doing for me. So just to do normal stuff, have a family. I've got I'm really passionate about this industry and everything that I've done, and I kind of want to transform. I have this vision of transforming what I've done as an athlete into as a person and as a business owner, and teaching people what I learned, because I learned so much, and kind of passing that on. And I'm processing a lot of those things now, just starting to kind of get them going now that I'm in this space and I have that house to do it. And it's actually just a matter of kind of doing one thing at a time, because there's about a million things that I'd love to get involved in because I get excited, and it's just taking it one step at a time. But I always just see myself trying to teach people what I learned, and just not wasting it, not having it only be on me, and maybe help some other people along the way.